Want to play you a recent headline from Orlando via clickorlando.com. All right.
Okay.
Thrill ride at Icon Park along I-Drive in Orlando is reopening for the first time in more than a year. Operation of the Orlando Slingshot was voluntarily suspended last April after the death of Tyre Sampson. The 14-year-old fell to his death while riding the Orlando FreeFall attraction. A bill named in his honor was just signed by Governor DeSantis. News 6's Mark Lehman is along I-Drive where tests of the Slingshot have been underway.
The Orlando Slingshot ride back up and running less than 2 months after the nearby FreeFall attraction was disassembled. It comes as new statewide safety requirements are set to go into place, something done in memory of the teen who died. We watched this morning as tests were being done, preparing for the Orlando Slingshot's opening. The thrill ride has been closed since Tyre Sampson fell from the FreeFall attraction in 2021. It was just feet away and owned by the same company. CEO Richie Armstrong issuing a statement on the reopening, saying in part, "We did this in close consultation with the Florida Department of Agriculture and all appropriate regulatory authorities. We also worked with a third-party national safety company to guide our reopening procedures and help train the workers who will be operating the ride." The reopening coming on the same day the Tyre Sampson Act was signed into law, something worked on by State Senator Geraldine Thompson.
Now we have in statute in the state of Florida some very stringent standards with regard to the operation of amusement rides.
The bill requires seatbelts and harnesses for any ride over 100 feet tall. It also requires amusement rides to be regularly certified. Thompson saying accountability and oversight are needed to prevent another tragedy.
To know that the same company is now getting ready to resume operation of another ride concerns me, but I have some comfort because we do have the inspections program now in place.
The Slingshot CEO also said safety continues to be their highest priority, which is why they were supportive of the Tyre Sampson Act passed by the Florida legislature. The new law is set to go into effect on July 1st. In Orlando, Mark Lehman getting results, News 6.
What's your take on that?
Nah, bro. I honestly, I didn't even know that was happening. Yeah, I honestly would just leave that whole Icon Park alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on one of the rides, and it was called the Starflyer, and me and my girl was on it. And it was around the time that he did, fall or whatever, but it was not like around the corner. It was more like around the time or whatever. But I was on the Starflyer, and when I tell you I was fearing for my life, I was fearing for my life. It was bad. Like, I was holding on to that seat so hard because it was rocking and shaking. So everything in Icon Park that is a amusement thing, man, I wouldn't touch, bro. I wouldn't go near it, nothing, because all that stuff is ranky, like rinky dink, all that. I wouldn't do it.
Now, how long time-wise in a proximity would you say before that tragedy occurred?
I want to say around the same, I want to say in the same year, but I don't know around the time. I know I got the time, messed up, but it was definitely in the same year. It was definitely 2021 for sure. But, yeah, I knew something was up with that ride. And it's a tragedy for sure. RIP to him. And I don't think they should build nothing there. Like, I feel like it should just be like a memorial, whether it's a statue, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just leave it there and leave it be, so.
And for those in the audience that want to read the rest of this article, the link is in the description below this video. But just a slingshot ride, period. Have you ever, whether it was Icon Park or not, have you ever experienced a slingshot ride?
Yeah, I went on so the one he fell on and the slingshot they're two different rides. You know what I'm saying? The one that he's talking about, it was going up and down. The slingshot is the one that they shoot you out or whatever, something like that. So the one I know for a fact, the one he fell on was it was like a ride that you're supposed to put your harness over or whatever, and then, you know, they couldn't get him in, they didn't check the seatbelt, and then that's where he fell. But the slingshot, there is a video on YouTube of me and my boy Six Pass doing the slingshot, and again, adrenaline rush. It wasn't in Icon Park, but it was more towards, I would think it was Kissimmee. Where was it? Yeah, something like Kissimmee, something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy ride, but would I do it again? No.
Why not?
Cause it's rinky dink, man. Don't don't do it. If it's just one time, if you get lucky, bro, come back down. Don't do it again, bro. Like it was crazy. So.
And care to share who that off camera was to the side of you?
Oh, it's Deacon 305, CEO of the Congregation Entertainment. The man who signed me, man. Believe in the dream. So.
Anything else in regards to Icon Park, rides, tourist attractions, things of that nature?
Like I said, Universal, y'all good, bro. Y'all, Universal, you'll go up, down, do everything. Everything's right. Everything's in place. You know, even Old Town, don't do, for me personally, don't do Old Town, you know. Don't do Fun Spot a lot. Do it a little bit, you know. What else are there? Attraction, but everything else is, yeah, like I said, one and done. If you make it, all right, good, you know, but Universal, just stay with Universal. And Disney, too, yeah, Disney. But sometimes they be messing up too, but I'm a Universal guy.